What do you need, doctor? Go ahead, take what you need. All right, guys, gather around. I'm going to teach you here how to do a pompadour with a fade. The fade will depend whether it's medium or high. There is really no difference in the steps you take. It's just what difference makes is the shape of the head and what really the client wants, but mostly the shape of the head and the texture of the hair. So this gentleman has, let's say if it's this length or even slightly longer, it'd be better on the top. But we have all this here. And what is the best and the quickest way to remove all the bulk, right? Get the fade done and get the pompadour done. Push back, either or, it makes no difference, right? So you'll see a lot of videos on YouTube, and even I will show you where there is a lot of sectioning, right? So we will do something like this. So we will section here, horseshoe shape sectioning first, right? And we do all around. And then we deal with this here with the sections. You know, whether we take the sections horizontally or diagonally, it makes no difference. As long as you pull the hair at 90 degrees, you'll get the same results. A lot of times you'll see this diagonal section, as is most common, right? Okay. Well, to skip all of those, if you are time crunch, you can skip that by going straight with the clipper. And I've done this video probably like 10 years ago. It's on YouTube. It's under, if you go on my YouTube channel and look, professional undercut. That's how I called it back then. So what I did, I will section. So from this point, right, as the hairline recedes from here, Alaikum salam, kako štima? I will section it straight to the crown. To this point right here. Okay? And I will do the same thing on the other side of this. So here. So I will section this here. And I will leave the bangs out. Like this. The bangs are out. In this situation, the hair is already colored on top, which is too bad. If we had longer hair, it would be better for you guys to see this. But here, look, I have a V here, right? All of this, I comb down the way it naturally falls. Just like that. When there is a lot of hair, I like to slightly damp the hair. Not 100%, but at least the top layer down. So I comb the hair the way the hair naturally falls. Just like this. You see that? Okay. And we keep this part out. So we have a triangle section. Okay. Comb the hair the way it naturally falls. Now, where's my clipper? Yes. Can I have it, please? You have another one there. Using my 1.5, which is, as you guys have been watching me for a while, you see, almost every fade I start with a heavy duty clipper, and if it's shorter than 1.5, and down to 0, I always start with 1.5. So what I do, first I remove the bulk of the hair, right? And I create foundation for my hairstyle, nice and square, as you're gonna see in a minute. And also a foundation for my fade. Yes?
Yes.
Because then I'm gonna fade from 0 to 1.5 instead of all this hair. Also, when I remove the bulk of the hair, I will see the structure of the bone, and it will tell me what fade is the best for him, medium, low, or high. Although by filling the head you can tell, right? Mm-hmm. But once you remove the bulk, you can see better, right? My goal is when I work with my clipper that once I reach the widest point of the head, which is right here, right? You see, right there, right? That I don't follow the shape of the head. I follow the comb, I follow this line straight up. Right? So I'll be going straight up like this. And once I reach the widest point, I keep that straight line. What I don't do, if this is the angle of my tip of my blade, right? I don't change it in any way. I keep that angle all the way out. See? I don't do this or this. I keep that same angle until my clipper exits naturally. And I do that all around the head. So watch this. By me doing that, what I like to do, I like my client to sit straight, right? If he's sitting in a chair, I usually tell my clients to sit straight and put the chin down, not put the head down. Like you sit straight, back straight, and put your chin down. Now this becomes very easy to cut. If the client is slouching and this, it becomes very difficult. You understand? Mm-hmm. So I always tell my clients sit straight, and when they sit straight, shoulders straight, put your chin down. Not your head down, but your chin down. And this becomes very easy to cut. Okay? So what I'm gonna do? Look, in this case, if my client is sitting straight, right? It becomes difficult for me to work here. You see? I gotta put myself out of position. But if I tell my client just to put his chin down, it becomes a lot easier for me to access this. You understand this? You have any questions? No questions. Anybody from there have questions?
No.
No questions, good. So watch. Once I place my clipper here, guys, right? My goal is once I place my clippers to get them flat as soon as possible against the scalp. Once they are flat, I just keep going. I don't, as I said earlier, I do not change the angle whatsoever. I stay at that angle. Once I reach the widest point of the head, I keep going straight. Naturally, we'll leave the head. So watch this. From here, my clippers are flat against the scalp. Like that. We started with 1.5. This is definitely a lot longer than 1.5. And I try not to leave heavy line here. The more I blend with that first strike, the less work I have after. So now, and I like to start from the back. So I kind of keep this wide, you know, to create the square. So I keep it this way, and then about the edges. So I'll go all the way across, like this. Now, another thing to make sure, guys, here, that you always exit on the same spot. There is a little management here that you need to do. Sometimes, because of the shape of the head, the clipper might exit at a different levels. So you need to be able to slightly control the hair. Once I'm here, right? Here I work slow, and I try to do the same line. Straight up. See that? And I will go on this side. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Look, almost blended. But if you look, I have a very nice clean line here. Right? Beautiful. From zero, gradually is getting a straight line. The hair is gradually staying longer and longer. You see, this was the widest point. I didn't follow the shape of the head, I went straight up. Perfect, right? It took me literally seconds. Okay, now we do the sides. I come from here. Come from here. I go straight up. I go straight up. I go straight up. Now, around the ear is slightly tricky though. Because we cannot do this, the ear is in the way. What I like to do is I like to use this part of the clipper to make sure it's flat right above the ear, right here, right? So the rest of the clipper is not touching the scalp, you see that? So watch. I go like this. And I go up. Come from this side. Now, look, we have a nice straight line straight up. But look how the hair stayed longer.
So if you don't have a heavy duty clipper, would you recommend using like a 1 guard?
1.5 is good guard.
1.5?
Yes. You can use the other clipper, but it doesn't cut as clean as the heavy duty. I believe every barber should have this clipper. Look, now this step usually, from my experience here, does not take more than like 2 minutes maximum. But look, in 2 minutes, I removed the bolt. I created a beautiful shape. You see that?
Yeah.
Beautiful shape. Here, against my wife's shirt, you can see it good, huh? See that?
Yep.
This stayed long from this point, you see that? All this here, it's almost connected. All I have to do now, cut the top to the length I like, and connect. But we also got to do a fade. Let's say the skin fade. So now I can see the shape of the head. How high can I go with my fade here? You understand? So this was our first step to this haircut. Let's say the next step is a fade. The person actually wants a fade. So this is how I would approach it. So now that I did create nice, beautiful square shape, right? And foundation for my hairstyle, I remove the bulk. I can use my edger, my H-trimmer old school. I will start my fade. Let's say we are doing just edger. Now, guys, calm it down. Some people like to start their fade like this. There is nothing wrong with it. It's fine. The only reason I don't do it, it creates me like a really sharp line. And sometimes it might take me a few extra minutes to remove it. Right? But by going this way and exiting, you see how it's almost faded. So I prefer to exit this way almost every time. To start my fade, just like with edges, just like this. Just like that. And I will do that all around. We will start our fade. Just like this. Now, I'm going to show you something here. I'll just start out fade with the edges. The edges I'm using are from old school, a trimmer. Okay. Now guys, depends how much space you have for fading. In the back you always have plenty of space for fading. So you can use the method of fading from top down or bottom up, it will really make no difference. The trick is on the sides. When you are here, a lot of times we don't have much space to fade here. If it's a high fade, it's good. If it's a medium or low fade, it becomes a little tricky. When it's a medium or low fade, I prefer to fade from top down, meaning use 1.5, 1, half, 0. But if it's on the back and we have plenty of space, I prefer to fade from bottom up. You know? So I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to use my old school E-clipper. This is 0, right? I'm going to open it with no guard. And I'm going to go about 1 inch because we have plenty of space to fade. So I go from the line 1 inch up. But again here guys, a lot of barbers when they fade, they like to go up and back, up and back, up and back like this. See? Basically they go up and down, up and down. I always like to exit. You see? I don't exaggerate, I don't do this. But here you see, I make quick exit. It removes that like a sharp line, right? So I always prefer to do that, like this, instead of do this. It's a very small, it's almost, you cannot see it with your eye, but there is a difference here. There is a difference between this and this.
Yeah.
You understand? Okay, so now I have 0, and I have half, and I have 1.5. I will fully close my guard, and I'll start working on this line. And I'll start opening. As I go up, and now I have 0 to half, and I have 1.5. Okay, so now let me find a guard that's suitable for this. Perfect.
Half guard, half close.
Half guard, fully closed. Okay? Now, because of the hair is very pokey. It stands straight out, right? I can flick my wrist here, and I can freehand. Now the hair is pokey. I can almost fade this type of hair with half guard. Just like this. And you guys see me so many times do this on the real clients, especially clients who have a very straight hair or pokey hair. I always fade pretty much with one guard. Just like this. Now the trick the thing becomes tricky here though. Right, this is where it becomes tricky because I don't have much space to fade and I have a nice straight line and I don't want to deform that line. I want to keep that nice line. You understand? But this is where it's tricky. With his hair, I will be able to pull that off with half a guard and no guard. Because the hair is so pokey, stands straight out, and easy to cut. But let's assume it's slightly more difficult, so we will use guards. So I will go with 1.5 on my clipper. which we already have one and a half, but just in the case. There you go. We will switch to one guard. My blade is closed. Just like this. Now I'm going to switch to my half guard. As you can see, this line is getting lighter and lighter. My half guard is fully closed. If you need to go with one open, you should do that. Then when you're using a half guard, if you need to start with an open, do it. That will be determined on the texture of the hair for the most part. When the hair is so focused, stands straight up, it's easy to cut it even without guards.
Do you find a difference, or do you experience sometimes when you're using no guard open versus a half guard closed?
Yes, there is difference in size, for sure. They're not all the same though. Even though it's, if I say both are half,
It's
not
still
the same.
off.
It's still off, yes. Especially in these fine fades.
Well,
Not too short for short.
Okay guys, so now that we did our fade, right? What's left for us is, I'm gonna leave this side so the student from New York can work on it. This side I'll leave for you. So now what's left for me? Look, I cut this on B. These two sides should be the same, right?
Yeah.
This is all cut already, right? I'm gonna take a section from here. I will take my scissors, 1 second, Mahmoud. I like to use Merhan edge of style scissors, 14 teeth. They remove about 60 to 70%. And I will start from this point where the V starts. From this point, I'll take section, and here, but the top is already cut, we would usually have like a pyramid. And I will connect it. I'll take another section. Cut the top to the length I prefer. This is slightly short on the top already, so I'm really not removing much, but I am creating some texture for a nice hairstyle. Scissors I'm using are here, Merhan edge of style, 14 teeth. Hand forged from Hitachi Cobra Steel. They are available at mcprobarber.com, check them out. Ideal for creating a heavy texture and scissor over contours. Perfect, now let's see here. We are done with the top, okay? So, I did the sides, I did the top, what's left? Connecting the sides and the top, that's what's left. But because we didn't really leave a heavy line when we exited, you see that?
Yeah.
It makes it so easy for us. Now we can use this particular scissor is ideal for scissor over comb. We can start up here, comb down, we cut, and we gradually go down, remove that weight line. Just like that, watch. Start up here, start removing the weight line as we go lower. Just like that. Look how fast that disappears. Because when we exited, we didn't leave hardly any weight line. There is really not much to do. Just clean it up a little bit. Okay. Look how clean that is. You see that? Look at that. Watch now when we blow dry. When we blow dry, this is our highest point right here. Right there is our highest point. This point here has to be flat. As the head rounds, right, we start creating a little volume. Not too much. You don't want to be higher than the flat point. So we start creating a little volume. As the head rounds, we create more volume. Okay? So watch. I'm gonna start from here. Touching the roots. Touch in the roots. Perfect. You take this from me, please. So, look at this, guys. Connected. Nice. The only thing we have here, I want to show you something. And you guys are students, so you don't experience this, but people who are watching, if they are barbers, they know this. You see that? Oh, weight lining. See that?
Bangs.
Huh?
From the bangs.
From the bangs. Too heavy. So, what we do? Ideal scissor. Right? So check this out. We take this out. You can see it's too heavy. You see? The front. But we don't want to go too low though. You don't want no hair sticking forward. So we are here, cut, cut, cut from this point. Take another section. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, if I want to just put a touch of pomade, a small amount. And comb it through. Brush, 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 brush. Okay, so look at that. Have a nice fade already connected to the top. Yeah? Look, you have a beautiful straight line from here going straight up. See that? Same thing here. Look, I have a beautiful straight line. Beautiful straight line. the highest point here, the head should start falling down like this. Okay? I left this side for you, my friend.
Okay.
Follow the steps. Blow dry into the rest of the style. You guys have any questions? Yes? No? This is very simple.
So I did have one question. When you were cutting the weight off of the front,
Okay.
you go straight up vertically?
You this way? Yeah, you can go this way or this way. It makes no difference.
Okay.
It really makes no difference. I could have easily done it this way. Take it here and just take it right this way.
Okay.
Or I can take it here. What difference?
So horizontal, it doesn't matter.
But here you see it better.
Okay.
You see that?
Horizontally, you do see.
But you see that? You can see here, it's already taken. You need to concentrate here.
Okay.
With my experience, I can tell that right here too. It might not be as obvious for you.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it because I've seen it 100 times before.
So as long as you're not over directing and it's, you're fine.
You are not cutting the length anyway.
Yeah.
You just want to make sure that you don't go deep so the hair comes forward.
No spiky.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
For 3/4 enough. Okay?
Okay.
Anything? Any other question? Mexico, question? New York,
No.
Mahmoud,
I had my question.
anybody from online?
No.
Nobody has question?
Yeah.
You guys think I'm not confident?
One guy have question. Where did you get the stand?
The stand? Pivot point. Pivot point. Pivotpoint.com.
Yes, MC.
Yes, MC, why didn't you come to work on Tuesday or Wednesday?
I had clients, long day, busy gal. I need money, man.
Any more
You're not gonna
questions?
give me $1 million, I gotta make it myself.
I'm here to answer any questions you guys have.
Hi from Liverpool.
I need your home
Hi to
address.
Liverpool.
I
Anybody
need-
else? Come on, guys. I have a few minutes for you. So,
I need,
Sabir,
home
what do you think?
address,
I think it
your
Looks
primary
perfect.
phone number, your date of birth.
Anybody, Mahmoud?
Is the American head
Hmm?
a one-time use? Yeah.
Yes,
This
this
one,
is
yes.
one time use Medicaid. Yeah. Well, as you guys can see that? Nice fade. See how it's connected? Starts from zero, gradually gets connected to the top. And you don't need to necessarily go through all those steps, you know, like sectioning and everything. I'm not saying that sectioning is bad. It's actually, it's good, it's fine. But, you know, if you can do it with the clippers, and you do it in a half time, yes, because you've been here now for what? This is your 5th day, 4th day? 4th day.
for the
Yeah, you see me do all kinds of haircuts. Every haircut is done under 25 minutes. Whether it's with scissors, with a razor, with the clippers, whether it's a fade, whether it's a long haircut, it doesn't matter. Every haircut is done under 25 minutes. Yes?
So if clients, for example, wants regular cut,
Okay,
just like a 3 on the sides,
okay.
can we use
Yes,
$3?
yes, they come with like up to 6. And they cut clean, unlike the other clippers, which are good. I'm not criticizing the other clippers, but because the teeth are so spaced, let's say on the guard 3 or 4, grab me one, like grab me the 1.5 right there,
This
the
one?
white, there you go. You see, because the teeth are so spaced, right?
Mhm.
When you run into hair like this, right? You have these lines that go like this, especially on the pokey hair, on the straight hair. You'll see these lines going up.
Okay.
Is this manicure what?
So do I need to brushes multiply Americans to perfect my barbering practice? If yes, where can I buy sheep?
So you don't necessarily have to practice. Do you know how many things I actually practice on the clients? Yes. Listen, you practice the client. So you have a client that has a long hair, right? And you want to do a fade anyway, but the hair is long. You take your time and you take like 10 minutes and practice with a scissor technique or a razor technique that you want to do. And then you go and do the fade. I've done that a million times. I would practice my, let's say, a client wants a fade, and I need to practice my scissor over comb technique, right? I will, you guys see me,
Yeah.
where I actually do scissor over comb, taper, and everything to practice. You know, to get my skill sharp. And then I go and I do my fade. So, you know, I'll take 5 minutes extra, right? And I'll practice something, and then I'll go and do my haircut. I do it all the time.
When you're done with that,
So,
come back, I
I have
need
a
to send you an
question.
email, we have to click that email and then open it and schedule your test. So when you finish that,
So in New York,
Nah,
most
they
people
shut up.
they just come. Can I have like two on the sides,
Uh-huh.
scissor on top?
Okay.
For example, like a square on the back. So if I do like two on the sides, the lowest gonna be like 1.5 or one.
Depends on the client, what he likes, but usually I get this line pretty close. You know, even down to one. Very clean around the ears. I like to keep this very clean. But those cuts are so easy. Those cuts are like 10 minutes cuts. If a client doesn't want to fade, if you're just doing one guard on the side, those are like 10 minutes cuts. Okay, you saw me, I did a 1.5 all around in less than 2 minutes. Okay, I can clean it up a little bit and shape it up. I mean, how much more time will that take me?
It takes me
Another
30
two.
minutes.
What?
Yeah,
It takes you 30 minutes?
30 minutes.
Why?
Like two on the side, scissor on top. I don't know. So many things you have to do. Like
So this is the problem. I'll tell you what the problem is though. The problem is when you are not sure of yourself and you keep repeating yourself. Yes? And a lot of barbers, I watched it even on competition, even when I brought my kids to compete. They are doing over and over the same thing. They're going back and doing it again. No, man. First you should practice your skills and perfect them. And every move should be final. You don't see me for like last 4 days. You're gonna know. You don't see me going back and doing work on the same spot. No. Once I'm done, I'm done. And usually here it doesn't take me 3 hours to pay this. I mean, come on. We have 1.5, 1, half, 0. I mean, how much time should I spend there? And once I'm done, I'm done. I don't go back there. Yeah? Anything else? No? Alright guys, thank you for watching. This is MC Barber. Check us out. Our website is mcprobarber.com. We have Merhan Edge of Style scissors. They are hand forged from Japanese Hitachi cobalt steel. It is renowned for its exceptional sharpness and long-lasting durability. We have sale going on throughout the whole year, till the end of the year. We also have old school, which are amazing, ergonomically sharp, adjusted. The combo sets, and then we have Tendero razors. For education, check us out. You are always welcome, like this gentleman, to come and stay with us for a week and learn the art of men's hairstyling, whether it's a scissor work, razor work, clipper work, blow drying and styling, barbering tips, head shapes. We have it here. We are here to share our experience with you. Thank you guys so much. Mahmoud, thank you for recording.
No problem.
You are the best cameraman.
Alright, I'll take it over.
Anytime.